Today's topic is for network churches, churches in the Pursue God Network who want to learn about Pursue God Men's Ministry. If you want to launch a men's ministry, it's easier than ever using the Pursue God Men's page, but we have to keep the win in mind. So sit down with your men's leadership team, watch this video together, use the questions down below to unpack this, and let's make sure that your men's ministry is really heading in the right direction. Now, I want you to open up 2 pages at PursueGOD.org that are really important for you to understand. The first one is the men's page. So if you go to categories and you drop down to people and click on men, open up that men's page, and this is going to be sort of home base for your Pursue God Men's Ministry. The second page I want to make sure you're familiar with is your church's partner page. Now, right now, we're looking at my church's partner page at PursueGOD.org, but if your church is also a network partner, you have a page just like this. And these 2 pages, your church's partner page and the Pursue God Men's page, are the 2 pages you want to bookmark on your phones because this is going to help you to win as a men's ministry at your church. Now, let's start off on this men's page. If you scroll down to where it says how to use Pursue God and click on that, you'll notice that this is what we're going for. We're trying to help men go full circle. We're not just trying to help men get connected to a men's breakfast or a Bible study. Those things are great. But the goal is to get every guy to do these 3 things. It's going to take some time and it's going to take some intentionality, but that should be the goal of your men's ministry. You're going to help men trust Jesus. You're going to help them honor God. And then you're going to help them make disciples. You're going to help them help other men. Now, as you scroll down, we see the process, and it's this 3E process. You're going to engage men using the featured topics that we're going to look at in just a second. And then you're going to establish them using the 12-week discipleship track called The Pursuit. And finally, you're going to empower them once they complete the pursuit to get in the game and help the next guy go full circle. So there's the process. You engage, you establish, and you empower. Now let's take a look at how you do that using the men's page. First, use those featured topics at the top of the men's page to engage men. So you can sort these topics by manhood, that's kind of the general category, by husbands for those guys who are married, by fathers for those guys who have kids, and by series if you want to go through a series one-on-one or with a men's group. So these featured topics, and we're always adding more men's content to this section. These featured topics are the ones you can use at a men's breakfast, you can use in men's small groups, you can use one-on-one with men, and start talking through these men's topics to engage men in your church and in your community and sort of get the ball rolling with your men's ministry. Now, at some point, some of those men in your ministry are going to be ready to be established in the full circle faith. And that's when you scroll down to the men's edition of The Pursuit and you bring those men through these 12 key topics. Again, you can do this one-on-one. You can do it in groups of 2 or 3. You can do it in larger men's groups. It doesn't really matter the environment you do it in. What matters is that you cover these 12 core topics with another guy until they go full circle. Now, once you do that, really, you're ready to empower them to go do the same thing. In essence, the pursuit is like a graduation track. Every guy that you bring through the pursuit graduates into the ability to bring the next guy through the pursuit. And that is how you use the men's page to help someone go full circle. You start with those featured topics, engage men in group settings and breakfasts, one-on-one. Eventually, you bring those men through the pursuit. And once you finish the pursuit, those men will be ready to sort of become leaders themselves and get in the game and help the next guy at your church or in your men's ministry or in the community to help another guy through this process. So once again, I encourage you to bookmark this men's page, PursueGOD.org/men, because this is really the starting point for all of your men's ministry at your church. But I want to go over now to the church partner page that you should also bookmark, because on this page, there's a really important element that I want to make sure your men's ministry is aware of. You see, on this page, you can track milestones so that the pastors and the leaders at your church can follow along with how your men's ministry is doing, engaging, establishing, and empowering men to go full circle. So you'll notice on your church's partner page, you have another featured topics module. Now, this module looks a little bit different because it's more generic. It doesn't have those men's categories at the top. It just has life and faith and family. But if you click on milestone number 1, every time you start a new men's small group, or every time you start engaging a new guy one-on-one in a pursuit of God, then this information that you fill out will go to the ministry leaders at your church so that they can celebrate with you that new milestone that you just hit with that guy in your men's ministry. And so if you scroll down on this page, we've got milestone number 1 when you engage, and we have milestone number 2 when you start establishing someone in that full circle faith, when you start the pursuit. And milestone number 3 is when you finish the pursuit. What you'll notice is that you can use your church's partner page to track your milestones as you engage, establish, and equip men through your men's ministry. So once again, use the men's page to actively disciple people and find those topics and series that are great just for men, but use your church's partner page to make sure that you're tracking those 3 milestones. Milestone 1 goes with engaging, milestone 2 goes with establishing someone, and milestone 3 goes with empowering someone. And so these 2 pages taken together, your partner page and the men's page, will really help you to win in your Pursue God men's ministry. So don't be satisfied with just men's breakfasts and Bible studies. That stuff is great. Those are great ways to get people involved. But the real goal is to help people go full circle using those Pursue God conversation starters and using the pursuit on the men's page.